Greetings to my dear audiences. Today I am here to present a much discussed topic which is shown and debated all media forms. That is women empowerment at home. I just add my flavor at a micro level, emotional support for women empowerment at home, which focuses on emotional or mental labor. Hi, this is Yaazhini, a grade 5 student. What motivates me to speak this? Let's all have a flashback. In my kindergarten days, it was like play, sing, dance and repeat. But from my grade 1 onwards, it switched to study, write, score and repeat. Wondering why should I study, why to score well, I asked the same to my mom. She replied that studies makes us a wholesome personality, gives us an identity, helps to achieve our passion, gains us financial independence and let us live life as we wish, blah blah blah. I questioned my homemaker mom. You too studied well, scored well and you have a doctorate too. But now you're just a homemaker, not in a well-paid job. Then why should I study? My mom was broken down with my blame. My grandmother countered me for her, saying it was my mom's priority on raising kids rather than her identity, passion, nor financial independence. She added, Appa earns for the family, so you and your sister have to emotionally support mom for the family goals, which involves a lot of emotional labor. This incident triggered me to talk on the subject, observe and research further. To strengthen the argument, I found a survey report that shows on an average a woman spends 297 minutes daily engaged in household chores, while a man contributes only 31 minutes per day, according to the National Sample Survey Organization of India. Even India's Supreme Court has observed the worth of women in a family is of a high order and her contributions hard to quantify in monetary terms. We all recognize women's contributions as domestic labor for taking care of kids, cooking, washing, budgeting, organizing, much more. Are you aware about the emotional labor? Sociologist Ali Russell Hochschild coined the term emotional labor in her 1983 book, They Managed Heart, which describes about emotional labor in service industry. In her 2018 interview, she mentioned that the concepts are evolving and highlighted the continued invisibility of women's labor, particularly centered around care and largely carried out at home. Recently, the New York Times stated, the duties that are expected of you, but go unknown. I had put a chart and observed that the family administration requires a lot of emotional labor more than domestic labor. The list is exhaustive as follows. Reminders for kids such as kids vaccinations, school PTM, exam schedules, homework submission dates, school projects, weekend plans, extracurricular activities commitment, pickup, drop, bills to be managed, EB, internet, insurance, phone, tax, school fees, extracurricular classes fees, milk, newspaper, ration, food considerations such as what to cook, is it healthy, is it tasty, is it liked by the kids, are the ingredients available, hoops, what to mention, what not to mention. The above tasks can be delegated to a maid or cook or other home servicing apps in the name of domestic labor. But who will take the responsibility? Is the work done on time? This responsibility and care requires a lot of emotional labor. Even though my appa loves the family so much, I don't think he's trained emotionally to handle all of this. I observed my mom is a member of 15 WhatsApp communities and 3 Google accounts to manage our schedule. Now, I'm wondering, did our ancestors have any coaches to maintain parenting, emotions or relationships? The gap in the family evolves as a business ground and it bothers me. Now, I'm going to share how I attend and extend the support to my women at home. To begin with, communicating, expressing can be an antidote to many issues like depression, loneliness, anxiety, divorce, suicides, etc. I prioritize speaking with my mom, grandmom and sister in each and every aspect rather than screens. Next, validating their feelings when they feel low. I hug or kiss or assist or appreciate them when they are feeling low. Last but not least, sharing the load when required. I assist my mom and my grandmother when they need me with domestic labor. and I help my sister whenever she needs me. As the above three are not available on Amazon, you can't purchase them. You have to practice and make it as an atomic habit even though it's applied widely. After Sudhamurthy, the famous author, raised her concerns in a letter to J.R.D. Tata, she was hired first female engineer at Telco, now Tata Motors, and changed the hiring policy to recruit women. Inspired by my favorite author, I too raised my concerns before the entire society. Should I also face all this emotional labor to balance between my future career and my personal life? I perceive this is relatable to everyone in the world. Now, let's see how to accomplish. I suggest that the school curriculum should add emotional labor as a subset to emotional intelligence training, as the technology is slowly replacing the emotions. Next, although I observe progress in the society's handling with domestic labor, I hope they would evolve in emotional labor support too, and there should be a behavioral change in each in the family. Finally, in the year 2019, the UN hosted a conference on using emotional intelligence to achieve sustainable development goals. Now, I wish the UN would deliberate on using emotional labor as a moderator between the relationship, workplace and family life. To conclude, let's be aware and let's accomplish true women empowerment by emotional labor. The applause or the standing ovation of this forum is dedicated to all moms and women who are in charge of family administration all over the world and those who support them emotionally. Thank you.